All right, we got 3 drill bits here. They all come with a set. This one's 3/16. This one's maybe is a little smaller, and then this is down to 1/8 of an inch drill bit. They all work the same, but 3/16 tends to be the best one for a number 8 screw. All right, so this one here comes out of the package like this. I like to adjust the tip of this until there's about 1 inch showing here, and then cranking it down. That allows me to go into 3/4 inch material and not go too far into it where it would come out the other side just when I pre-drill. Pause that. So say you're screwing a melamine cabinet together. So you're putting 2 cabinets side by side together. My suggestion would be we clamp it, and then you have a choice of taking the drill bit we talked about and driving it in, or taking a 3/16 drill bit and driving it in. For melamine, I'm going to suggest you do a 3/16 drill bit. You drive it at least most of the way. You take a screw with nibs on the back. They've got a small flange that will actually dig into the melamine. And then you drive the screw. And you want to go to just flush. If you go much deeper than flush, you create a problem. So the second example would be I countersink this. And the countersink bit sometimes gets full. And so we want to have the right size dig on that thing. So then we were gonna drive this screw, and it's real easy to go below flush with the screw just because we countersunk it. And when the screw goes that deep, then we have a problem in taking it out. It damages the melamine. Pause it. So with the 3/16 hole, the screw will come out, a little bit of damage, and then it'll drive right back in there without any trouble. If we take the example of putting it on this side without a pre-drill, and we drive the screw, we get a fairly similar result. It looks just a little bit worse, and when it comes out, there's not quite as much damage. So really the worst thing you can do with melamine is pre-drill it, and the second best is pre-drill it with a 3/16. And a pretty successful way to do it is without any pre-drill at all.
All right.
So when we've got 2 pieces of hardwood, it's a little different. If we were to just drive hardwood with a screw, what we're going to find is the screw will actually not have enough torque to drive in there. And if it does finally do it, finally get completely bottomed out, the screw's going to get stripped out or it'll break. So if we do need to put two pieces of hardwood together with a screw, we're going to want to pre-drill it. And it's okay, in this case, I went a little too deep with the drill bit, which will it won't work because I went too deep. So if you take a pre-drill bit and you line it up and we clamp it, you'll have a pretty good successful job screwing these 2 pieces of wood together. Cut that.
Rolling.
So we want to take this piece of wood and screw it. Then we want to put them together. So what I want to do is take this 3/16 and drill a hole, and then I'm going to come back with the square, drill another hole, the same location. And that makes it look like we're a professional. We did a nice job. We didn't just put one hole here and then one hole just a little bit off. It's not too big of a deal, but it's nice when they line up nicely. We take that same 1.25" screw, we line it up, and when you pre-drill the hole, it really makes it easier to drive that screw and put that wood exactly where you want it, nice and flush on each side. And you can see, and rather than taking a drill and a screw and just driving it in without anything, quite a bit more force and quite a bit more difficult to line it up flush.
Ready?
So with MDF, it's a similar problem to the melamine, only it's a little bit more dense. And I'd like to pre-drill the MDF. You can even clean out the back of it, and then you got two pieces coming together. You line them up well, and you'll have pretty good success lining them up. Again, melamine or MDF is such a good wood for screwing that the only problem is if you drive that screw too far into the wood, it becomes difficult to get the screw out. And when you do finally get it out, you're probably gonna blow the face of the material.